An Xbox handheld device from Xbox themselves. This was a rumor that dropped, a month ago, maybe 2 months ago at the most, and also rumored that PlayStation's looking at doing something similar, and I like it. I really do. I know a lot of players, or some players, are like, no, I don't want this. There's already these mobile devices out there. I think it's smart. I think it's a smart move. And Phil Spencer was interviewed by Polygon earlier this week. I don't know when the interview exactly happened. That's not relevant. It's just relevant what he said. And he talked a little bit about what he wants to see from mobile devices, because they asked him, is Xbox working on a mobile device? He kind of dodged that, but he did say they're looking into options. Where are new players? Where can we find new players? How can we enable you to game on Xbox in places and ways that you weren't able to before, and in ways that players want to game on Xbox? So I think an Xbox handheld device is coming straight from Xbox. Maximized, think of like an Xbox Series S, but mobile. I think it's inevitable. I'm for it. I think it's a smart move. Now, why? Why do I think it's a smart move? Because as someone who is busy, and you got to think, gamers have aged. Your main demographic of gamers, especially, probably around my age, maybe a little bit younger, have kids, have jobs, full time. And so enable me to game portable. And by portable, I don't even mean that I need to take it on the road. By portable, I mean being able to sit upstairs with my wife on the couch. I'm playing a game. She's reading a book. The kids are playing. And so that I'm not separated from them. I'm not removed from them. Or I'm not taking over a device like the television that they would be using as well. I could just be in a place with them. Unfortunately, right now where I'm at, I game less because it's a choice. It's a choice that needs to be made, and choices, when you have a family, when you have adulting, you can't have everything. That's the lie that I think media tells you sometimes. You can have it all. You can't. You got to make choices. And the choice is, do I sit down, play this game, experience it, immerse myself in it, or do I spend time with my family? My family's going to win every single time. And if your family doesn't win every single time, you should probably take a look at your priorities. Balanced life, balanced gaming will make you a lot happier. But if I could play Xbox, like I said, on the couch and not be fully removed from them, I would be able to game more. That's why I love the Nintendo Switch. And think about the success of the Nintendo Switch. For all of the people out there who may not like this move or this direction from Xbox, everybody that you know probably has a Nintendo Switch, whether they own an Xbox or a PlayStation. Everybody's got a Nintendo Switch. Why? Because of that convenience factor. Also, the fun factor is there. I mean, they do have really fun games that are optimized for the Nintendo Switch that are very, very small. We're talking, under 1 gig games over there. Meanwhile, on the Xbox and PlayStation, we've got 100 gig plus games dropping. Let's go through what Phil Spencer said, and then let's just talk about it. I'd love to know what you guys think right off the bat before we jump into what Phil Spencer said. Do you want to see an Xbox handheld? Are you satisfied with just having like these PC handhelds, catch-alls like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, for instance, or the Logitech that's coming out? Do you think that that's the way to go, that Xbox should continue to pursue that? Or do you think that they should make their own handheld, optimized with their own operating system to run their games, to run Game Pass as fluid and as smooth as possible? Would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. And let's jump into what Phil Spencer said. So he was interviewed on Polygon. This is from Pure Xbox. I prefer Pure Xbox. I think they get right to the point. Go check them out for sure. Here is what he said. Although he would not outright announce an official Xbox handheld, Spencer did reveal to Polygon in a recent interview how the Xbox hardware team has been investigating, quote, different hardware forms that they could go do, which could potentially reach new audiences. He said, what should we build that will find new players, that will allow people to play at times when they couldn't go play in the past? I think a handheld is the answer to that, obviously. In the same interview, Spencer mentioned how he's also eager to improve Xbox software experience as well as accessibility on portable gaming devices that already exist. For instance, the Steam Deck. I want I want my Lenovo Legion to feel like an Xbox, he said. I want to be able to boot into the Xbox app in a full screen, but in compact mode. And all my social experiences there. Like, I want to feel like my dash of my Xbox when I turn on the television, except I want it on those devices. The things that usually frustrate me are more Windows-based than device-based, which is an area I feel some ownership of. Like, I want to be able to log in with a controller. I've got my list of things we should go do, he said. These comments, Pure Xbox says, from Spencer, follow rumors in February when Xbox apparently, quote, greenlit several new hardware projects. The most recent rumor about new prototypes suggests that they are fully native Xbox handheld. Xbox Microsoft Sarah Bond has also confirmed Team Green has hardware plans for holiday 2024. So, once again, it does beg the question, are we going to be getting an Xbox handheld, an Xbox native handheld? Do we need one? I do think where Xbox does have a leap here is that they can use these third-party devices like the ROG Ally, like the Steam Deck, like the Lenovo Legion, and more will come undoubtedly. I think technology, I think the fact that Valve, that ROG Ally, that Lenovo are jumping into this space means that technology is to a place where they see that they can gain money. Now, here's the thing, though. The Nintendo Switch has absolutely dominated the space for generations now, for decades now. Whether you're talking about the DS, the 3DS, the original Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy 3D, and now we're at the Nintendo Switch, and rumors are that there's a new Nintendo Switch coming here sometime soon. Can any of these game devices really break into in a meaningful way? Because no doubt that they can break into that market, but can they break into it in a meaningful way to compete with a Nintendo Switch? The PSP and the Vita tried to do it. PlayStation has tried to do it in the past. And those devices, those hardware devices were fantastic. They were amazing devices at the time. It did not have the success of a Nintendo Switch. The difficult thing here is the Nintendo Switch, like I said, does not try to compete on a graphical level. Each of these devices is trying to compete on a graphical level. They are trying to maximize your graphics, your PC gaming experience. And that's where I think it's really tricky for the PlayStation or the Xbox. We're talking about the Xbox here primarily, but we know PlayStation is going to be jumping into this as well. I think it's hard for them to really etch out a corner because all that Nintendo is concerned about is the fun factor. That is it. They have very small games that work very well. When was the last time someone was like, I'm not playing this game on Nintendo because it's only 30 frames per second? Nobody even has that discussion because they've set the it doesn't matter. The game is just for fun, and they build games in such a way and unique titles in such a way to take advantage of mobile gaming, to take advantage of kids and adults and ensure that they're having fun likewise. To have success in the space, I think you have to do that. It does seem like technology is to a place where you can start to have these graphical mobile devices. I don't know how else to say it. And I think proof positive of that is that Valve is jumping into it. Asus is jumping into it. Logitech is jumping into it. PlayStation and Xbox look like they're going to jump into it as well now. I'm excited for it regardless. I think letting third-party developers do what they do, I think letting third-party developers experiment and figure out what works, what doesn't work, is to Xbox's benefit. And they can take what works and apply it to a native handheld device. That's it. Now, I know that the PlayStation Portable gets a lot of critique from a lot of people out there because it has to stream from your PlayStation 5. I've always been vocal in saying, I want that. I think that's a smart move. As someone who wants to be able to game from around my house, I have no problem with that. Now, the price point maybe is the question mark and where people mock them, but I genuinely have no problem with that. I think that's a smart device. I think it's a smart decision. I want something like that, enabling me to be more flexible. And a lot of people respond by saying, well, you can do it on your phone via cloud. You can, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. So anyways, will be interesting. Let's actually take a look at what do comments say here. 17 comments only. Let's see. First comment. See what the people have to say. I will only buy an Xbox handheld that actually plays my Xbox games, not a handheld PC that are There are plenty of them already. I don't think putting an Xbox sticker on one is going to matter. Not a cloud unit. I like cloud, but again, I have devices that do that anyway, like your phone, for instance. It needs to be able to play my entire Xbox digital library, basically a Series S. Hey, that's what I said. Basically a Series S as a handheld. I agree with him. A Series S as a handheld would be amazing. Would be amazing. Could you do it? I don't know. Would be very interesting. Next comments. Kuchu, who is this? This was Abe Hikura. Abe Hikura, great comment there. Kuchu Slow says, since there are already handheld PCs out there, I don't think a handheld Xbox will sell that well. I'd rather get handheld PC that can play both PC and Xbox games. So the exact opposite. So you have the first comment saying, hey, I don't want a PC. I want something that only plays my Xbox games. And that would include PC games because you've got Game Pass for PC. So let's just, and there are PC exclusive games there. So enabling those to play on a handheld, I think, is what he's talking about. But then you have the next comment saying, hey, no. I want something that plays everything. Why would I waste my money? So it's going to be very interesting. I think it shows the trickiness and the difficult to break into this handheld market here that Xbox would experience if they were to go this route. I'd love a proper Xbox handheld Switch, says the next comment. I'm confused, though. Why are they looking into more hardware if they have problem with hardware sales? That's not a bad point. Not a bad point at all. We know that software is the name of the game. Again, I think the point here, the underscore Phil Spencer, is that they're going anywhere that new players are. And that's where the Game Pass kicks in, and I think that's where mobile devices kick in. Again, would love to know what you guys think. Who do you agree with? PC only, or I want everything, all PC games to be playable on this device if Xbox created one? Do you want to just see it maximized to Xbox only games or Game Pass only games? That would include Game Pass for PC games. Or are you not interested in at all? Would you rather just go third party here? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We cover videos like this every single day right here on this channel. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.